Hip hop pioneer. Damn, yo. Like, nobody wants to see that. Nobody. Nobody wants to see a hip hop pioneer go through something like this. But let me get into this story for y'all, man. This is really crazy. It's random. It's really random, but rap pioneer Kidd Creole has been sentenced to 16 years in prison, along with 5 additional years of post-release supervision, for stabbing a homeless man to death following a confrontation in Manhattan region of New York City back in 2017. According to reports, Kidd Creole's defense team built their argument upon the self-defense, stating that their client merely trying to defend off a known sex offender. But unfortunately for Kidd Creole, aka Nathaniel Glover, that viewpoint fell on deaf ears as Manhattan Supreme Court Justice Michele Rodney made it abundantly clear during the sentencing hearing that the point of emphasis in this murder trial was the life that was lost. Mm-mm-mm. Supreme Court judge stated in a quote, "A life is a life. Whether the person is homeless, whether the person is a CEO." Within seconds, Mr. Jolly's life was changed forever. You didn't know that he had a history of violence or was a sexual offender. Those things were not known and don't have much relevance in terms of anybody's actions in this case. So, as much as he could say, his defense team can easily say, Ben, salute Ben. As much as his defense team can sit there and say, "Oh yeah, well, this person was homeless and they're a sex offender," the judge is looking like, "But what does that have to do with anything? You didn't know that this person was homeless, and you definitely didn't know that they had a past history of sexual offenses. So that doesn't explain your motive for doing it. Self-defense is one thing, but how good does self-defense stand up in New York State Court of Law? You understand? It's unfortunate that we have so many different laws in other states where self-defense will stand up. In New York, it's very hard to fight. Very hard to fight self-defense in the court of law when it comes to New York. Let me continue with this. Before the murder trial began, the beloved member of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five faced the possibility of doing a 25-year bid in prison. The assistant district attorney, Mark Dahl, wanted the judge to give Kidd Creole an 18-year sentence, but in the end, the final ruling presented the defendant with a 16-year punishment for his crime. Kidd Creole's attorney has already expressed his client's plan to appeal. I want to explain something to you guys too as well, right? I'm explaining something to you guys too as well. So when you're dealing with a case of this nature, right? Let's say violence in New York State is 10 months to a year, right? So if they tell you, "Oh, we're going to sentence you to 5 years," right? That's 50 months. That's 4 years and 2 months. But they're sentencing him to 16 years. 16 years. That's 10 months off of each year. It's 160 months, right? 12 times 12 is 144. Plus 12 equals 156. So this man literally has to serve 13 years in at least 5 or 6 months. 13 years out of that sentence. That's terrible. That's terrible. So Creole's lawyer made a statement saying, quote, "I'm fully confident that this case is going to come back on appeal. I think how the judge handled this case, I think she steered the case and is going to come back." Kidd Creole, age 62, will serve his time at New York's infamous Rikers Island prison facility in the East River, which is located between Queens and the Bronx, New York. Very unfortunate, man. I send my love out to Kidd Creole, send my love out to his family. He says self-defense. Once again, we got to remember this is a hip-hop pioneer. He's a pioneer of hip-hop. You understand? he's part of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five crew, you know. So to see something like this, for anybody who understands hip hop, appreciates hip hop, this is not something that, you know, we can be happy about. It's unfortunate, to be honest with you. But I send my love out to him and wish him all the best support, and send your love and your energy and prayers to the deceased, the homeless man, his family, because granted, Kidd is saying self-defense, but we do have to understand that this is a human being and someone's life was lost. So I must send my love as well. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. This is pretty crazy. Let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. You rock with me, I rock with you. Y'all leave your questions and comments, anything. Peace.